Well, our next speaker is David Allkins. Now, David is a political correspondent from United Response, and he's here to talk about what's called the Every Vote Counts campaign. David.
United Response produces Easy Read News. The purpose of Easy Read News is to give people an understanding of what is happening in the world. Imagine walking into a room where 4 different radio stations are playing 4 different talk stations, and everybody else expects you to know what is happening. That is what the news can be like for some people. Easy Read News was officially launched in the House of Commons in 2013. The purpose of Easy Read News is to help people understand recent events in the news and the world. To do this, we read about a major news story that has taken place in the last 2 months. We study the material from different sources, then we pare down the story to its essential points. We try to present the facts without any preconceptions or any bias. Then we lay out these facts in sentences that everybody can understand. When formatting Easy News, we work in the format of 2 sentences on the right and an illustration on the left. The illustration relates to an aspect of the story. It is either a press photo or from the image bank photo symbol. United Response publishes Easy Read News bi-monthly. It is also available for download on the website. The creation of the stories is produced by groups of people with learning difficulties across the country to give different parties a chance to contribute. So why do we do this? Before United Response started this, we had found that people with learning difficulties were not interested in politics or had difficulty in following the news. Easy Read News was created to put the news in a format that anybody could understand. People with learning disabilities have an interest in politics. They have to depend on the state for some moments in their life. So they deserve a say, but they have to know who they can vote for, why they should vote for them, and how they can. Democracy is important, but there is a danger that it can be seen as something remote and removed from people's lives. If people are unable to relate to it or see themselves as alienated from it, it is weak. Because of this, United Response is running a campaign called Every Vote Counts, which aims to inform people with learning difficulties about politics and the coming election. MenCap is running the Hear My Voice campaign, linking voting to the concerns that people have over their everyday lives. I am here today as part of the movement to make politics more accessible to people with learning difficulties. I have been recruited as the political correspondent for United Response, and I am proud to do so. United Response has employed me to make a series of online videos that will help to make politics more accessible to people with learning disabilities or anybody else. If anybody would like to answer a couple of questions for this video report, please could you let me know if you wish. To have clarity and ease of understanding is something that I think all political parties and candidates need to consider. The organisation MenCap says that there are over 1.4 million people with learning difficulties in this country with friends and families. The polling results suggest that people are splitting their votes between a wider range of parties, and the possibility of a minority government or coalition looks likely. This means that more needs to be done to encourage people with learning difficulties to engage in voting. Everybody should have access to easy read material that tells them how they can register and vote. All political parties should be producing easy read material that explains their manifestos and what they can do to help the disabled community. I believe if democracy is not maintainable to everybody, it is defeating its purpose.
Well done. Thank you very much indeed, David. And there will be a chance